Hey guys, TrueGreen7 here! And whether we like to admit it or not, some Pokemon are way more popular than others. These beloved Poké Monsters could have risen to fame by just having a cool design, creative concept, an overload of cuteness, promotion by Nintendo, or just acting as the first of many. In this top 10 list, I will describe what probably made the following Pokemon so popular, and my personal opinion thrown in, of course. I mean, it is my video, I can do whatever I want. I could put Vanillux on the #1 spot of this list if I wanted to. I could even bring Almighty Mandles to collaborate with me on this video.
Oh, well, I'd love to. And then you can come over to my channel to list off the 10 least popular Pokemon.
Oh, I was just speaking hypothetically, but of course. How about you start with number 10?
Number 10, Gengar. As the first and only fully evolved ghost type in Generation 1, was there any doubt that this Pokemon was going to become extremely popular? Ken Sugimori, the famed art director and creator of most Pokemon, has even noted Gengar as his favorite Pokemon. And the fact is, kids think ghosts are cool. And Gengar's design is pretty impressive as it does contain spooky, sinister, and playful elements which I'm sure appeals to both young and older fans. Everybody wants to be close friends with a ghost, and Gengar would definitely make for some mischievous fun. I mean, I wouldn't condone being around this lifesucker as he may steal your soul, but there is always a price to pay when making new friends.
Number 9. Garchomp. Now we're crossing over into competitive battling territory. Garchomp proved that even Pokemon that we personally love can become overused in the metagame. Its great stats and move pool have made it king for years, but Pokemon are never only popular for their stats, fans love its design as well. If this Pokemon isn't one of the most intimidating Pokemon in the franchise, I don't know what intimidating is. Is this intimidating? Is this what you want? It's crazy to think that Garchomp may be one of the most mature looking Pokemon. As a grown adult, I see nothing wrong with Garchomp's design. It's virtually perfect. Garchomp is yet another Pokemon that I want to be best buddies with, but would probably kill me in real life.
Number 8, Blaziken. By now you probably understand that popular Pokemon have amazing designs. It's simple science, and its overall popularity is pretty simple to understand too. Blaziken has a unique concept with what was once a unique type combination. It looks cool, it sounds great, and it's a fire type starter for crying out loud. Maybe even the last unanimously beloved fully evolved fire type starter. Ever since Blaziken, Game Freak has been trying to emulate this Pokemon's popularity by releasing more firefighting starters, and fans agree that this wasn't the most successful move. I have a feeling that Torchic's remarkably cute appearance contributed to Blaziken's popularity as well. And the pleasant surprise that this cute chick turns into a badass battle chicken was well received by many.
Number 7. Eevee. Look at this cute thing. Are you done looking at it? Because we have way more things to say about Eevee. Well, I'm not going to believe that there is anybody on Earth that does not find Eevee cute. And what's harder than creating a successful evolution to an already popular Pokemon? Releasing 8 evolutions without any backlash. Eevee might just be a perfect Pokemon because there is nothing to hate about it. It has an original design, amazing evolutions, who are also very popular, and God knows that this Pokemon is everyone's first choice to have in real life. It's the most versatile creature in the franchise, and for that reason and many other valid reasons, this Pokemon is appropriately popular. Got some alliteration going on there.
Number 6, Lucario. We've been talking about designs for literally every entry, but that's because it's true, goddammit! Well-designed Pokemon tend to be popular, but Lucario may be the first Pokemon that Game Freak knew was going to be popular before it was officially released. It was included in the movie Lucario and the Mystery of Mew and subsequently appeared in Super Smash Bros. And a ton of other cool stuff like Pokken Tournament. Lucario is definitely the most popular Gen 4 Pokemon, and yet the huge amount of exposure it got is only a fraction as to why Lucario is one of the most popular Pokemon of all time.
Number 5. Lugia. The first legendary Pokemon on this list is to many fans their favorite legendary Pokemon.
Oh, are you talking about Lugia? I love Lugia, he's so cool!
Yeah, he's pretty awesome, and there are 3 major contributing factors to this Pokemon's popularity, other than the fact that it's badass and incredibly awesome. Number 1, it was a version mascot, and as the official legendary Pokemon of the most popular Pokemon game, I'm gonna guess fans automatically put this Pokemon on their favorite Pokemon list. Number 2, it appeared in the second Pokemon movie as an all-powerful guide to Ash, so it would make sense that Lugia's movie cameo imprinted on the minds of many. And number 3, he's the trio master of all 3 legendary birds. You thought these 3 were Superfly? Well, they all have Lugia to report to, the freaking guardian of the sea.
Number 4, Rayquaza. The Sky High Pokemon is officially Japan's favorite version mascot. He's the Weather Trio master with the ability to quell the fighting that rages on between Kyogre and Groudon every time they fight over, well, whatever it is they're whining about. His popularity may stem from the fact that he looks great, is a little too powerful, is responsible for the protection of the Pokemon world, fought Deoxys in a Pokemon movie, and throws the hottest parties every weekend. The fact is, this Pokemon is critically acclaimed, and he's in the top 5 for a reason. Even TrueGreen7 has this Emerald Beast in his top 10 favorite Pokemon list and top 10 favorite legendary Pokemon list. And I'm pretty sure his Mega Evolution only made him more popular.
Number 3. Pikachu. If Game Freak decided to pick any other Pokemon as their mascot, Pokemon may have not been as popular as it is today. Pikachu's appeal revolves around its unique and gender-neutral design. Pikachu is the most well-known Japanese fictional character amongst our generation, and if this Pokemon didn't exist, the franchise would definitely not be as popular as it currently is. And while in my opinion, amongst the Pokemon community, there are 2 Pokemon that are more popular than Pikachu, there is no doubt in my mind that outside the Pokemon community, Pikachu is the most popular Pokemon in the world. I don't have to convince you why this is so, but I will. Because he appears on anything that is even remotely Pokemon related and has over 9,000% more exposure than any other Pokémon monster in existence. That kind of exposure will make anything popular.
Number 2, Mewtwo. Mewtwo is arguably the most well-known, most coveted, and most popular legendary Pokemon. He was the final boss in the first Pokemon games and the main antagonist of the first Pokemon movie. Mewtwo is a very three-dimensional villain, has clear motivations, internal struggles, and character development. What more can you ask for? A Mewtwo-themed mug? Well, here you go. Now stop asking me for stuff! In both canons, he has one of the best origin stories in the franchise and overall best base stat total in his Mega form, tying with Mega Rayquaza and Arceus. We know more about this Pokemon than any other, but there are still many more mysteries about its existence. Its relationship with Mew is also very interesting and brings a little more maturity in regards to the franchise's lore. He's the most badass psychic cat clone I've ever seen, and his inclusion in many Pokemon-related media and Super Smash Bros. Proves that everyone else likes him too.
Honorable mentions! In no particular order, I thought it would be smart to quickly acknowledge some Pokemon that almost made this list because of their noticeable popularity. Mew is incredibly cute and integral to the Pokemon lore. Greninja is debatably the most popular Pokemon of Generation 6. Gardevoir is the most popular Pokemon on the internet and amongst competitive battlers. Dragonite is the first and most sought-after pseudo-legendary Pokemon. Tyranitar is an even more badass version of Dragonite. Alakazam was the most important Pokemon to have in Generation 1. Arcanine is one of the most attractive Pokemon in the world. Entei won our hearts in the third Pokemon movie and Gen 2 games. And I heard you like Mudkips. Number 1 is Charizard. Of course number 1 was gonna be Charizard, have you not been paying attention? Charizard first won people's hearts in Generation 1 as a cute little Charmander, and to many people's surprise, it fully evolved into a fire-breathing dragon. Although it's understandably popular, it's definitely the most overrated Pokemon on this list. And I hope you realize by now that every fully evolved Pokemon on this list received a Mega Evolution because of how popular they were. Well, Charizard recently received a little too much fan service in the form of 2 Mega Evolutions, a spot in Super Smash Bros. And Pokken Tournament, and I have no doubt in my mind that it will continue to be in the franchise's spotlight for many years to come. I would love to thank you guys for watching, and Almighty Mandals for helping out with this video. Please click on the Stunfisk to watch our collaboration on Almighty Mandal's channel about the top 10 least popular Pokemon. And after that, click on the Mewtwo to watch some other top 10s that I've made. Don't forget to like and subscribe to both of us if you haven't already, and follow me on Twitter and Facebook to keep up with my channel. I'll see you guys very soon.